Back again. All right, head movement going crazy. I wish you would get a little bit lower with some of it, but you got the right idea. And it's more of a simultaneous counter now because as you move your head to the left, you throw the four. You're gonna have way better time landing that, but you got to work on stepping in with them straight punches though, man. Poor punch selection. Good thing. You do. I do want to say that was slick as fuck, and it actually just plays more into what I was just about to get into. You're doing a good job of being on the outside, being at where he could punch you and just not being able to be hit. It's usually when you're trying to counter him is kind of where you're getting fucked up because you're not using the right punches, but you're showing some really good defensive movements here. All you're gonna need to do as you get to higher level of competition is just be a little bit sharper with it. Like your upper body movements are a bit slower. Your timing's really good on it though, but you can increase the speed of how quickly you're slipping. So that's just something to start working on. And you're gonna need that too, because like at some point you're going to be on the outside. Sometimes you're gonna put yourself there just so you can relax a little bit, right? So, so yeah, just making sure you're staying focused because I don't think he ever lands another big two like he did in the first round, just because you're staying focused. You're staying focused on the outside. Uh, Outside of just or at the end of his punches, the outside of your punches, outside of your punches, meaning you can't really hit him from that range. Morty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What the? Come on, Nathan. Look at that shit. Boom, roll, and that was good. That was good punch selection because he was in the range for the four. So it lands. You got under, and then you need to bob, weave, come up with some more punches because there's no reason you don't hit him with a three right here. I want to see that Mike Tyson type shit. Show him your Mike Tyson. There's no fucking reason why you don't hit him with some follow up shots after you roll, man. If you're getting under punches under a guy's punch like this, I feel like there's no reason not to hit him. And he, you know, fucking crosswalking this shit, man. You could have got a lot of knockdowns on this goofy bitch. But that was beautiful. All right, so what happened here? So you get fucked up every time you try to time him. And you try to time him with multiple punches because a lot of time you're dropping your fucking hands. Look at that right hand, bro. About to do some kung fu. No, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't try to time some punches. It should be one big punch, usually with some head movement before and after. Um, Man, I think I got some examples of it. I'm gonna have to think about that. But that's you're letting them get some success when you're trying to time it. Like right here, like you gotta just press the action. Like has stopped trying to time him right when he initiates and just kept slipping. This fight would have been much more heavily favored for you. But when you try to like stop and set the trap, it just doesn't work out for you. And it's just because he's a longer guy, man. He's a longer guy, taller guy. Your punches aren't defensible, like I've been telling you. The poor punch selection, but even if they were good, it's hard to do that shit with taller guys. I'm not saying it's not impossible. If you watch KO's fight with that one dude, that was the shorter guy timing the bigger guy coming in. But in this situation, it just wasn't working out for you. You should be just boxing, chilling on the outside, doing that good head movement, not letting him score no points, and then we already close that gap on him and get in his ass. Right here. So now he's starting to get that shit back. You walking his ass down, man. But fuck, Nathan, girl, down. Get your hands up. Get your motherfucking hands up. Kid, you're walking straight to him. He's walking straight back. He's not walking back right. But fuck, man. If he did it properly and stepped back and just start throwing bombs, that would have been fucking messy, bro. Messy. Like, look at this. Nathan, you got fucking lucky, bro. I'm not gonna lie, cause this motherfucker is not in no punching position for real. Breaking his base. That's why you're much more effective. And look at that. Look at that. Just not even a straight punch. Just controlling. Just moving the hand straight to him. Got your right hand fucking down. But this was a better punch, quote unquote, because it's more just reaching your hand out, probing. Better selection in terms of punching right here. Boom. Shit look beautiful. Get on the inside. Look at that, Nathan. Nathan. Good ring positioning. You're cutting them off. Not really following. You're right. Oh man, you could have worked the fuck off of that, man. That should have been a 1-1-2 roll or a 1-1 slip, which you actually start doing. You know, spoiler alert. You do that in the third round. You start then using some head movement, which you should have been doing from the jump. If you ever lost, fuck, yes, sir. And now I'm just gonna assume you were prepared to slip, because I hate when like you go forward and then you just come to a complete stop. It's because you recognize that he's not trying to engage anymore. Right here, you didn't need to do this. You could have just walked around instead of fucking trough. That shit just looked like it wasn't fun at all. So just keep that in mind. When you want to just create space like that, just walk. Just walk. Instead of picking up your feet and shuffling around, there's no need for that. There you go. Yeah. Boom. Good head movement. Good way to close the gap. And you're using, I think you used the 1-1. Fucking ref. 1-1. Yeah. That was beautiful. You gotta. That's the shit you need to really take note of. Any positive that I tell you need to take note of and start working a little bit more. Period. Bro, the ones did they motherfucking job, and you're moving your head with it a little bit too. And I think all of the judges gave you this round, and it makes sense because you had way better moments. You know, the only time you really got hit is when you try to time them. But for the most part, when you were ready to be the aggressor, you got hit a little bit, but you always finish stronger. Always finish stronger. You could have cleaned it up so you don't get hit as much. But yes. So this second round needs to be in controlling the tempo of the fight. 'Cause look, you don't want to fight right now, so you're just chilling. Yes, sir. All right. It's definitely speed running the last one. What the fuck? Oh fuck. That's the video I just did. All right, so you're trying to time them. That's not really working out for you. Good high guard. And you're moving your head a little bit too. You're not just staying right there, right? I would have liked to see you move around a little bit. Maybe get a little bit lower to get underneath and get to him. He's doing a good job with his punch selection though, so I can't be too upset about that. You kind of at a disadvantage right here. Oh, hold up. Look at that. Something resembling of a straight punch. There you go. I will say what you could do is in your high guard, just be more active with it. So just rocking, moving with the punches a little bit more. Just like we do with the drills, man. To keep your hands up and just picking certain shots off, blocking, instead of just kind of like just standing there. You kind of default and then you'll start punching with them a little bit. But you had some success with it. Has some success. Has some success with it though. You gotta keep your hands up. I hate when you slip and then drop your right hand. If you were moving with it, I would feel different. And look at that. Look at that. Wah, wah. Oh, yes, sir. I don't even know if you've seen the punch, but shit like that should just be automatic. Right under that bitch. And you came with the punch. That forward to the body. So this is the moment where the forward to the body is so acceptable because you should be building off punches with it. Like if this was me, forward to the body, I probably would have stepped around, but I would have started lining the fuck up out of him. Just because that forward typically kind of holds him in place if you just throw a big one. Not really trying to sit down on it, just throwing it quick and hard, pause, and then just line his head up. Yeah, you could let some more punches go before you got out of there. There you go. Another 1-1 kind of slip motion. Got under his too. You made the fucking adjustments, me boy. You just gotta be quicker to this shit. Because there's no reason the first round didn't look like the second, or the first round looking like this round. Because you have the skills. You're showing it in the fucking third round. You need to be doing this shit in the first. In the fucking straight punch. That's my boy. Cause look, the straight punches. Better punch selection. Come on with it. And I'm not necessarily mad about the ring position, cause like, you know what I'm saying? You're trying, he's moving out, and you're having some success. Oh, but look at that. Look how you cut him off, like, bitch. Yep. You're gonna keep your back right there. And then you fucked it up. So you can see the difference. You can see the difference in why you need to do those things. Punches, get on the inside, keep your hands up when you're being defensible. Cause you just don't get hit as much, man. Like, fuck trying to show you're tough, man. Fuck that shit. That shit is for the birds, man. Some of my sparring that I wanna show you. Dealing with a high boxing and moving a little bit. Cause nobody's perfect. Oh, look at that. So if you threw your 4 and was moving your head like this throughout, oh man, that shit would have been crazy. The buddy would have been pissed. He probably would. And you could do all that shit with your hands up though, instead of looking like you about to pull your pants down, show him your ditty and shit. I'm mad you kind of just sit here with your back on the rope, but Dabs got him to the ropes. He should have slipped a little bit, but man, fucking man, that was some good fucking soup right there. Let's see. Right here. So I'm gonna hurry up and break this down. So similar parallels is I'm the shorter fighter. I'm in here with a guy that's taller than me. I won't even necessarily say he's at a more advanced. He definitely got hella experience, but the size is what's kind of bothering me a little bit. But you'll see some of the similar mistakes that I make, that you made, but just how frequently I make them. Like I do them, but it's just not as often. So you can see, I know I got to get on the inside, but I'm not gonna just start rushing in. I'm gonna work my way in. Once he started threatening, I get right on the outside of his punches. I know I'm safe right here. I know he can't hit me, but I know for fucking hell I can't hit him from here. You kind of showing the same energy, keeping that hand up, and it's not always gonna be up, but it's up. A lot of that has to do because he's a southpaw, but But you should still always be keeping that lead hand out there just to control that space in between you and your opponent. So he's about to start opening up, that's when I step back. And I'm not always just circling out. I'm not always circling out. Sometimes it just got to be a step back and then, all right, let me try to creep in again. That's a lot of what I'm doing in this sparring session. I'm trying to work my way into him and trying not to lunge in. And if I do got to kind of like quickly close that gap, I'm going to use a lot of straight punches. Straight punches before I go to my looping punches, and then I'll make an adjustment later in the match. So it's 20 seconds in. So you see I'm working my way in. He's not throwing any punches. And notice here, one, I got my shoulder up. I got my shoulder up in case he try to punch around. Right hand up. It could be a little bit higher. It could be a little bit higher. But right here, I'm reaching. I got full extension. His hands are to his head. So he kind of forfeiting the space in between me and him. And I realize this. Right? I'm still being defensible in case he try to trick me. But I know here I can get to work if I want to, and I will. Drop, feint, see what he's thinking about. He gets his hands back, and he let me do it again. So I quickly, boom, straight shot to the body. He used a low parry, and then I quickly closed his gap with my hands up. We did the same thing. We crosswalk forward, but it's the same motion. So the back leg comes forward, but it doesn't cross to the point to where I'm southpaw. I just square up, and then I quickly step on my left foot, so I'm back into my stance. He throws the uppercut. My hands are up. It just doesn't land. I don't remember that landing to the body. I think he hit the side of my glove. But that's how you do that. You know, close the gap quickly. Close the gap with your hand. So he goes in with the 1-2 because I'm prepared for him to initiate, and I'm not going to try to sit there trying to slip punches all day. I'm just going to quickly get out of range. And he hits me right here. That motherfucker, he was adjusting his shorts and then hit me with a jab. Ain't that some old bullshit? All right. So I got a low lead hand. He does take advantage of that with a couple of jabs. I'll make an adjustment later to it. Is he going to do it now? All right. So 1-1. Double jab. He gets out of there. I used the 4. And this is one reason why I don't care for the 4. At least you got to be careful with the 4 is what I should say, because I'm out of position right now. Even though it looked like I threw a straight right, I'm putting so much momentum into the movement, you know, I can't really recover. But shit, at least, shit, I got my hands right back up. God damn. That motherfucker just kind of quick. I ain't gonna lie. But at least throwing the punch the way I did, keeping everything nice and tight, I can get my hands back quickly. Even if they're loaded up a little bit. So creeping my way in now, keeping my hands. Definitely when you walk into somebody, gotta keep your hands up, man. Cause like while you're stepping, they could just sit there and just punch you. Like right here. Going for it. You know, most of that was on the. I'm not gonna try to. Moral of the story. While I'm working my way in. Fucking skip yeah. God damn it. All right, so we make a small adjustment here. So instead of throwing the 4, we throw the 1. And then we let some combos go. Because he kind of just forfeited the position. I don't know if it's just because he doesn't want to keep moving. But I know it fucking worked. It was a 1-1, 2 to the body. Then I started letting my punches go where I could play on my feet. I got the lead foot position. Motherfucker got an awkward ass stance. 1-1-2. Goddamn skippy ass video. Let's see. All right, boom. Punches going to the inside, keeping my hands up. Gotta keep your hands up. I'm way too close not to. The only exception, if I'm gonna put that lead hand down, I better be moving the fuck out of my head or be being prepared to use that shoulder roll. All the good things. So the 3, keep my hands up. Head movement, getting around him, trying to get around him. He lands that 6 right there. Got that one in. Just because my hand was low, I wasn't as prepared as I could be, but I get hit, I move my head because I'm still on the inside. So even if I get hit, I'm still got the general idea as to what I need. We're on the inside. I'm a block. I'm gonna move my head. I'm gonna stay active here. So let's see. Touch his glove. Recognize the sign. Because as soon as I touch his glove with full extension and his hands are just at home, I know I'm at a good range for me to punch. Just step in and then get to work. If we were both just like reaching out, hand fighting, I know I'd have to close that gap a little bit harder. Gets a 2 in there. High guard. I don't feel like fighting. Let me step back a little bit. Right here, he gets a couple. That first jab. I'm ready for the first one, but I'm not ready for the second one. And he's getting that angle on me. Bitch. And now look at this. So he hit me with a couple of jabs, right? And it was really just like one jab he hit me with. Look how I adjust. Keep the hands up. Slip. Hand back up. Parry. Slip. I'm prepared for it. Now, 1, 4. I should have used... Well, I won't say I should have used. I used the feint to try to close that gap. He was just prepared for it. 4. And again, why I don't really care for the 4 that much, or anybody else using it. I'll take the L on it. Get my hand back. But I'm just not in position to defend myself like I need to. But at least I got the wherewithal to at least keep my fucking hands up. And shit. Now watch this. So we took a punch, came in with a straight punch. Cause at least I know, okay, he hit me from right there. I know I can at least get him back with something, which lands just a little short. And I hate when a tall motherfucker get under a punch like that. That shit don't make any sense to me, but that's okay. All right, high guard time. Boom, boom. And you can see I kind of shift with it a little bit. I got a better example of it, but boom. Caught that one on the elbow. I got a better example. I'm not gonna use that one. Let's see, hands up, closing that gap on him. Trying to close the gap on him. Hold up. So that's a very, very overextended parry. With the step back, hands still closer to my chin than yours. But look how I don't raise my fucking elbow up for it. Just in case he came back around with something. A 2 which gets closer. It don't land, but it's a lot closer. And look how quickly I can bring my hand back. That's why you gotta throw your 2s more often. Just so you can get your fucking hands back in position. At least when I throw my 4s, it's still, you know what I'm saying? I can still get them back relatively quickly. And whenever you land the 4 to the body, there should be... He got under it. He got under it. But a lot of guys at the level that you're competing at aren't going to be moving like that. So it's boom, boom, boom. You see how it didn't even look like I thought about it. I just kind of went for it. And this is part of keeping your hands up, because he caught on that this 4 was coming up, or was coming around. Boom. That's part of working off the 4. It's like, all right, I land the punch here. Let me bring some punches up top. It's fluid. It's not like punch, pause, punch, pause, punch. It's punch, 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 punch. So again, it's punch, punch, punch. Instead of punch, pause, punch. Cut him off. 1, 1, 2, 3. And if you don't get the hand back up, you got to control. And look, this is, I guess this one's the dude that he was fighting. But my punch combos are always, I won't say they're always, but I try to do a good job of going up and down with the punch combo in case the guy is pretty slick. So I sparred the guy enough to know, okay, I need to kind of go up and down with it because he might duck one of the punches, but he'll run his head to an uppercut. Then if you bring his head back up, he'll run his head into it. Boom. So we control blind. 3, which misses. That's cool. 6. I can't tell if that landed or not, but that's okay. Cause this did. And then I try to smother him. I try to get my controls. It's a little bit different because this guy is doing a much better job at controlling the space, but I don't, you know what I'm saying, give up on it. I get right up on him, control them hands. So once you get on the inside, you're always controlling. Always controlling. So now, after I got some good work off, right? Because I don't think he threw any punches on here. Yeah, not this time. Right? I won't say you'll give me the fight, but, you know, I don't want to lose my momentum. So, boom. Get out here, move around a little bit. I'm staying defensively minded. So I got my lead hand down, but I'm prepared to slip because I see him walking to me. Quickly create some more space. So now I know I'm safe here. I can let my lead hand be low. I see him walking to me. Keep the hand out. And I'm just being aware of the space. Every time he tries to steps in, I just step back a little bit till I'm ready to engage again. Which is what you were doing, Nathan. Controlling the space. 2. Look at that. Look at that. Was that a 4? A 4 would have landed, probably. Maybe. But, you know, this guy showed that he's on a very elite level. He probably would have seen it. But he didn't see that too coming. Or maybe he did and just didn't give a fuck. But guess what? Got me where I wanted to be. Because this is where I need to fight the bigger guy at. Right on the inside. So straight 2s to close the gap. Straight punches to close the gap. And then I get to work here. Now here go a mistake that I made, that I didn't get the angle. I'm getting greedy and punching right in front of him because he punched me right in the fucking chest with that shit. That was some bullshit. So being very tight on my defense on the ends, or trying to be tight on my, because that's a shoulder roll. So he missed that punch, and with my left hand low on the inside. But you can see how aggressive the head movement is, and you're gonna get hit when you're on the inside. You usually gotta minimize that as much as possible. Boom. Beautiful. And now you can see I start getting the angle. Because after that first shot, I'm like, yep, I know what I did. I got to get the fuck around. Gotta get the fuck around, buddy. Snap. Yeah. And you can see he's starting to move around me. I'm trying to keep my head movement aggressive. So aggressive in terms of how often and how quickly I'm doing it. So he can't just hit me with no bullshit. Now look at this. Step back. Counter. With the straight punch. Here go good punch selection. So he's right there. I use the straight 2 to get on the inside again. Boom. Shooting it like a jab. And then I come in with the hooks. Because that's the range. So a 3, I threw a 3-6 at the appropriate range for it. After using my straight punches to close the gap. Proper punch selection. Let's watch it again. Close the gap with the 2. Boom. God damn it. Boom. I crosswalk in. That's how you do it. Just nice and efficient. Not sloppy. And to be fair, he's not giving ground. I kind of timed him when he did it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's shit. That's how you need to close the gap. How you need to close the gap. It does that fucking big again. 3, getting crazy on the inside. Got my head off. My hands are down, so I'm moving my head aggressively as I move around them. Boom, boom. And then you start trying to control my hands. I just get my hands up. All right. And here go a better example, because you know, it's kind of the same thing. It's the same punch. You know, my back was on the rope, like over here to the left. He threw a 1-2-3 right here. He just throws a 3 to the body, but I just lean with it a little bit. Why the fuck do you think I lean with it? So I can catch the punch, because I'm keeping my eyes on him. Keeping my eyes on him, you know, I'm keeping the active high guard. And if I'm not, I'm gonna just step back, shields here, check the distance. I hope y'all seen that. Check the distance. My hand must have fell short, so that's probably why I stepped back, because I'm not in range to really throw what I want to throw. Throw the jab, just barely lands. You put my hand out there. Okay, still kind of far. I'm just trying to think about closing this gap and getting up on, buddy. No diddy. Fuck, we gotta try to finish this quick. Okay, so you see I touched the lead hand. Do a step in. All I gotta do is step in, and how I step in? With some straight motherfucking punches. Good shot. Mimic. Let's watch that one more time. Touch. 1, 2. Gap with straight punches, because he been stepping back a lot, ain't he? Now, fairly in my stance, I'll break this momentum will carry me into a southpaw. Hands up, I do a small roll and I control the hands until I get back into position. So you see, there's a small dip, a small roll. I break my base a little bit, but I still got my hands up. At least I'm trying to protect myself. And look at that. Look at that. So, and this is just because of I was gonna say because of his Philly show, but even if he had his right hand up, I still would have controlled what was thrown. So he can't throw a 2 from right here. I mean, I guess he could. You would have to angle it, but he can't throw a 2. He can't throw the jab. It would have to be a 4 or a 3. But he's moving away. He's not really trying to close that gap anymore. And I recognize that. The body, coach. And again. There you go. The body, coach. Control. I touch. I know I make contact. Okay, I know I can get busy. All I got to do is step in. And guess how I step in? Guess how I fucking step in? 2 to the body. Boom. And then I get the angle because this motherfucker been punching me because I've been getting too aggressive with him. Oh, look at that hand control. Because I've been getting too aggressive with him while standing in front of him. So now I get the angle change, put some punches together. There you go. Now I just let him back up. I really think that's it for the needed from this. Boom. Get the angle. Boom, boom. Defense. Why have my